Welcome back to the Flavourful Life podcast.
Welcome, everybody.
Where we talk about all things life, business, and marketing. And more.
And coffee.
And coffee. And food. I'm just joking.
We will have to get food at some point on here. It's self-explanatory. That's our title here.
That's our title. Exactly.
Let us know what food we should bring. What do you want to see me eat?
Yeah, you can just watch us eat as we talk about business and marketing. I love it.
Oh, it's all hand in hand. I totally agree.
Yeah, exactly. Awesome. Well, in today's episode, we want to talk about the top 5 social media trends for 2024.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is a big thing because as we record this, it's end of November, and I know you're probably planning next year's content or thinking about, what kind of trends you should be hopping on. That's why we thought this was super relevant today. And don't worry, we made sure to do thorough research on these trends. These aren't trends that we just made up. A lot of it is from Hootsuite. They're very known in the social media industry. So yeah, I can't wait to tackle this.
Yeah. And the year's going by fast, 2023.
Oof,
it was a good year for a lot of people. Certainly for Brooke and I, you'll coming together full time, working together. We've seen a lot of trends and we've tried some. We've scratched some, and going into the new year, let's go in with a bang and go on these trends. And even if you're a starter content creator wanting to just get going, right? You've had this ambition, you've had this drive, but you just haven't done it, right? There's some trends out there that'll certainly help you. Get to where you want to be and beyond. So let's get into it.
Yeah. 2024 is your year.
It is. It's everyone's year.
To crush it.
It's going to be a big year for us. Parenthood and families getting bigger, and it'll be really fun. But certainly business. We're certainly thinking of every little way to get better. Yeah.
And speaking of baby, we are having a boy. So yes, we are having a boy, and it's super duper exciting. We just posted a reel on our Instagram and social media channel, so you could go check that out.
That's right.
See behind the scenes. You got to follow Brooklyn Social to see that. And we're just so excited.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, baby boy. Yeah, I kind of knew it was a boy. I had an inkling.
You knew.
I didn't have any inside scoop or whatever. You can't get that unless you talk to the doctor. But yeah,
you were so confident.
What a oh yeah, and everyone else was. The only person that thought I was a girl was my mom. So
shout
out, Mom.
Yeah, shout out, Carolyn. I thought I would maybe be a girl, but you never know.
There's no preference really, but it's funny how everyone just says, "Oh yeah, it's a boy, it's a boy, it's a boy."
It came true.
I guess it's a trend. I don't know. Speaking of trends.
Speaking of trends, yeah, exactly. But first, but before we get into today's episode, what was the highlight of your week?
Oh, it was a great week. We were downtown Vancouver with one of our clients, and we were filming content, video, photo. It was really good, and reflecting on the week, good to be in person, right? Seeing our clients, meeting hundreds of business owners that were at this conference that they were hosting, and just seeing people in person, right, face to face reactions is just beautiful. It was so fun. Beautiful week. Obviously, we were in a great venue downtown, but it was really nice to see the team, right? There's nothing like it, right? Because everything is virtual these days, right? You're watching us virtually, so that was a fantastic week. It was really fun.
It was super fun. And it was, to give you context, this was a 3-day event that we were filming. It was an evening event. It was an all-day event on one of the days from 7 to 6. So we were
long days,
we were on our feet for quite a while. And it made me think of wedding photographers, how much, it just made me understand them so much more. You're on your feet all day, right?
Yeah.
But thankfully, we had a lot of breaks, sitting down, watching the speakers, and oh my goodness, the speakers were unbelievable.
Oh, absolutely.
So inspiring. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to attend another business event soon. That'd be really fun.
That was really fun. And
highly recommend it.
What was your highlight of the week? I know you just mentioned the baby. Was that it?
Yeah, so we did a gender reveal on last Sunday, and that was awesome. It was so fun. We did confetti. So I bought blue confetti from Party City. Shout out Party City. And initially I'm not gonna lie, it didn't go well.
In another episode, we'll go through this more in depth. It's a story that can go 20 minutes. So
There's a lot of behind the scenes.
We won't share too much.
So yeah, we did the gender reveal on Sunday, and it was so exciting. It was awesome. Did blue confetti and just having everyone there. Well, our families, my family and Jordan's initial family.
Yeah,
it was so much fun, and everyone knew it was going to be a boy, so everyone was not surprised.
His mom again. Oh, but she was happy. It was good.
Yeah, exactly. Aw, awesome.
Fun couple weeks. Yeah, it was beautiful. So yeah, let's get into this.
Let's get into this episode. Let's do this thing. All right. So trend number 1 that we saw on online is social media platforms are becoming better search engines. Mm-hmm. I thought this one was really interesting because when you think of search engine, you kind of think you think of Google, right?
Yep.
You know, you don't really think about social media as being a search engine. But oh no, social media platforms are becoming a huge way that customers are searching for things. Specifically TikTok, YouTube, because YouTube's actually owned by Google, so major search engine. So, you know, what does this mean for you? You know, this means creating content that answers your audience's questions. So like really think about, you know, what type of questions are people asking you, and create content related to that. So for example, if you're a fitness instructor, you know, what types of questions would people ask you? You know, what workout routine should I be doing? You know, or things like that. Create content related to that on social, and you're way more likely to get your content seen out there. So I thought that was really interesting, right?
Oh, totally. Yeah. How to do something, how to fix something, right? You know, it's rare you'll go into Google and ask for it, right? You'll go to YouTube, you'll go to TikTok, you'll find a video that'll help you in 30 seconds as opposed to, you know, going through all the pages and trying to find something, right? So yeah,
exactly.
That's going to be huge.
It's going to be huge, agree. Especially for our generation. It's a huge trend that's going to be big.
Well,
so.
I usually go to the library to look for stuff.
You're
right?
so old school. What the heck?
Well, it's convenient. You go to the library, you'll find the book if it's in stock.
Yeah, right.
You'll go to the lady, hey, can I buy this or check this out? I don't even know what you do. Do you get a pass to?
Don't believe him.
I haven't been to the library since college. Yeah.
Exactly. Even in university. Do you think well, actually, the only reason why I go to the library is to meet with a group. I'm not actually looking at books. It's probably I should to be more studious.
Picture book in the corner of the library, little coffee, little book. What an afternoon.
Oh my goodness. I don't know. The future of libraries, I don't know. The future is digital from what I see, but I think people still like the books. Like I still like paper books. I don't know about you, but I still like flipping through books. But digital is the future. I think that's gonna be continue, and with the rise of AI, it's just gonna continue to get bigger and bigger. Yeah,
and with one of our clients, you know, they have a big network, and they like to promote their clients' books, right? So for that third party, right, whether it's a book they either just published or it's a couple years old, right? You know, paper books are certainly still a thing. But
absolutely.
You know, you need that audiobook version, you need that digital book version, right? Buy it off Amazon, right? Get it on your Kindle, right? So that's still that's something that I do most of the time. It'd be good to have a couple hard copies.
Totally. Absolutely. Well, what's the next big trend for next year that our audience should be aware of?
Well, Brooke, let me tell you. Buckle up.
Drum roll, please.
Buckle up. No, it's very similar to this podcast, right? Longer videos are becoming trendy again, right?
Yeah.
And if you think of longer videos, I certainly remember a couple years ago, you don't want to watch those. Either they're too time consuming.
Sure.
Right. You won't get to the heart or the nugget right until halfway in. You have to invest that time to do it. But no, it's becoming a thing, right? Yeah. And then from that long version, you can get your nuggets and export those, right, using AI and all that. But longer videos are becoming trendy. And going into 2024, right, 2 to 5 minute videos instead of a minute or less, or the 30-second TikTok video or whatever. It's just going to become popular.
No, 100%. And I remember, I'm sure you remember this too, and you remember this too, as back in 2020 or back in 2021, Reels and TikToks were to the roof.
Short form
video.
Which they still are.
They still are. We don't want to say that they're not, but during that time, long form video was kind of put to the side a little bit, and every platform started copying each other. Like Instagram started copying TikTok with the short form video, and then YouTube with the shorts. So, but now people want more in-depth content. They want to really understand the creator behind the brand.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
create more long form videos.
Yeah, and just do it, right? You know, everyone has, you know, their phone, their computer. You know, even if you're a content creator, you know, just wanting to, you know, put something together, right? Their thoughts on something, right? You know, just throw that video together, right? And don't be worried about, oh, you know, is it over, you know, 30 seconds? Oh, are we at 31 seconds? Oh, no. Like, no, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Longer videos are trendy, right?
They are.
And that's the thing, though. There's no, you know, storybook or rule book right now, right? It's evolving. It's changing. It was long form and then short form. Still short form, but now long form is back, right? So it's interesting.
Yeah, and when you think about it, long form actually saves you so much. It's actually so time efficient, because even us creating this podcast, we plan to post this on YouTube, and we plan to slice these up into little nugget videos on Reels and TikTok. So you actually end up getting like a bunch of content that you can use for weeks and weeks in one sitting. So it's a big deal.
Yeah, it's like the other podcast that I listen to, and same with Brooke, right? You'll listen to that. Like for example, right? We're in our studio right now, Studio D. Got the workout bench. We got the guitars behind you. Like, you know, to clean this house, right? You know, it takes about, you know, maybe 45 minutes, right? That's the vacuum. That's the gruesome job. I usually clean the house.
Jordan's the operations manager in the house.
If you want to hire me, I'll clean your house. No, but yeah, and then you
plug.
And then you got a Swiffer, right? You got a dust, right? I know Catherine and Mom are gonna be happy I'm talking about cleaning. Oh, what a nice son he is. Oh, what a nice husband.
No, you are seriously the best, especially with me, with my busy schedules with work, or sorry, with school.
Yeah, with work and school.
You've been amazing, and for the longest time, I've had to work on Saturdays, but you've been so great, you know, cleaning the house while I work, and it's just so nice to have that.
Well, that's not the focus of why I wanted to bring this up, how good I am.
Maybe a little.
What we're talking about again. Oh yeah, cleaning. Well, no, it takes, you know, maybe, you know, 2 hours to clean up the house, right? And, you know, I like to listen to that long form podcast, right?
Yeah.
Right. It doesn't need to be 20 minutes or half an hour, which is what we put out, right? If you want 2 hour podcast, let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
You know, for that 2 hours, right? I'm enjoying this, right? And then from them, they can now take them out as nugget videos. So long form content is just going to be so big going forward. Not just podcasts, but video in general.
Yeah. So who are your favorite video creators right now on YouTube or podcasts? Who do you like to listen to right now?
Well, yeah, I'm sure everyone has their trends that they like to watch. Like even last couple of days, I've been binge watching Survivor. Right?
Oh yeah,
and those are hour-long videos, right on YouTube or Paramount, which is where I'm watching it right now. Yeah, you know, having that time is certainly, you know, enjoyable. I love it. And, you know, for other people, they like to watch the shorter videos. So some short, you know, little funny videos, or like Mr. Bean, right, 18 minutes or whatever. I love that stuff. So there's so many. Yeah, obviously it's hockey season right now, so watching a lot of hockey. There's 3 hours, right? So long form, you know, people just won't leave it.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere. That's going to continue to get bigger and bigger.
And Brooke, for you, for number 3, get us into the next trend.
Yeah, so the next big trend that we saw, according to Hootsuite, is that engagement is moving from comments to DMs. Mm-hmm. So this is especially relevant to Instagram, because the CEO of Instagram, Adam Mosseri, I think I said his name right. He said in a recent episode that most of Instagram's growth has actually been in stories and DMs. Yeah. I thought this was really, really interesting. And I'm sure you've noticed more videos where people say, comment the word blue and I'll send you a link to my product or whatever they're selling. So I think this is a huge way to really engage with your audience going forward. And when you think about it, DMs are a lot more personal. You feel a lot more special when someone actually DMs you instead of just like a comment. So I think this is going to be huge in 2024. And but I'm sure you've gotten those spam messages, you know, though that's not what we're talking about.
Oh yeah. Well, even over the last couple of days, like Kick Drive, our band shout out. I don't know if that's where you're going with this, but
follow Kick Drive. They're the best.
Oh yeah. We have a new single out there, Collecting Stars.
Yeah.
We have a nice video that Jordan Lee, shout out Georgia Media. A lot of shout outs today.
Yes, lots of shout outs. That's the point of this podcast. We want to elevate other brands and
oh, absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah, but yes, so we have fun, right? Put it out there, see what happens. But obviously, it's memories for looking back in the future. But yeah, that video and single, it's had a lot of traction. It's actually been very good. A lot of the stuff that we're talking about today, we've implemented and put that into action. So yeah, we're getting some nice hits. But it's weird on Facebook. Over the span of I think it was an hour or whatever a couple of days ago at music practice.
Yeah.
I've had like 6 different individuals reach out. Your I don't even know if they're talking about the video or the single or our page. Again, spam. I couldn't tell, but they were just sending kind of the same copy and paste spam. They're just sending us this. I didn't click on any of the
Never
links.
click on a
don't click
link.
5-star tip. Don't click on the links whenever someone's fishy or spammy sends you something, right? But that was weird. That was really weird. Yeah. So yeah, obviously I show the boys. I think we're getting too famous. We're starting to get spam and phishing. So
you're famous when you start getting spammed by hackers.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, that was interesting and unfortunate. Obviously for those individuals out there, put that effort into doing something else maybe positive for the world. That's kind of what I would certainly say, right? I'm not in the mind or brain span of a hacker, so hopefully they change.
Hopefully, because we're in social media all the time. We're seeing this all the time, and I find it's and you've probably experienced this too, where a video takes off, whether it's on TikTok or YouTube. All of a sudden, the hackers or the spammers start messaging you. And just delete them, just ignore it. And you can usually tell when it's a hacker because they don't use your first name. They usually say like, hi, pretty, or hi. Like they say something really sketchy.
Well, the profile could be pixelated and blurry as well. That was the theme with all the kicked-off spams, right? So interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's always so urgent. Like your account has been compromised. And sometimes it kind of is believable. It's like, what's wrong with my account? Yeah. But then it's like, first of all, Facebook and Instagram will never just message you out of the blue. Note number 1, because I actually received a message from Instagram one time thinking it was Instagram. It wasn't. It was a fake account. Yeah. So just beware. But to wrap up this trend, an action step that we really want to implement in 2024 and that you can implement as well is setting up automated DMs, setting up automated responses on Instagram. So we can actually do like a tutorial on how to do this on Instagram, but it's pretty simple. You can set this up on Instagram where you add in a keyword, for example, call, and then you can write a whole script of what that could be. So if someone messages you about booking a call with you, you can type in call and then an automated response will come up. So this is going to be big going forward. Yeah. And I'm excited. It's going to be good. All right, Jordan, what's the next big trend that we should be looking out for?
Well, the next one here, shares will matter more than likes, comments, or followers. So we were talking about the kick drive video. Here's a good example. Yeah. Right? So we got a lot of views on the video. We got a lot more followers after we put that out. Mm-hmm. Had some good comments from friends and even some new people. Right, yeah. Whether that's YouTube or the Facebook video, we had a lot on Instagram, and those are the only 3 channels we're on for Brooklyn Social. I mean, we're on all of them, on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, right? So for all those channels, shares will be really good, and obviously for sharing it. So for Facebook and Instagram, if you see a lot of shares go up, they've obviously invested in, okay, I love this. I need the world to see this, right? Yeah. So shares are going to be huge, right? And then that's going to obviously, via the algorithm, push that out quite a bit. Yeah. Right? So, yeah, it's cool to see a like or a comment or getting some followers.
Makes you feel good.
Seeing the shares, I mean, that's the art that you've put together, whether we're talking about video just a couple minutes ago, long form or short form. If someone is sharing it, they've obviously, given you kudos.
Yeah, they really like it.
I need to share this with someone. Someone else will find value in this. So that's going to be big. Yeah, that's going to be a big trend. Yeah, and that'll be interesting because that really hasn't been a focus point over the last little bit.
No, because a lot of when you think of social media, you think of the likes and the comments, and those things they can, as you know, like help the algorithm. But
Yeah.
when someone shares your content, they're sharing it with their network,
Yeah.
and your reach just goes way up. So,
Does.
what does this mean for you? Like, what can you do? Number one, create more relatable, entertaining content. Like, think about it. Like, what types of videos do people share? What type? Usually they're funny, they're entertaining,
Yeah.
or they're more. What types of videos do you like to share?
Well, a lot of sports.
Kick dry videos.
Besides that, no, it's been a lot of sports for sure.
Yeah.
Because obviously that I shared that on the first couple episodes. I love hockey. This time of year is fantastic. But yeah, so some of that. There's quite a bit. Some news and something interesting. I usually do sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Totally. Yeah.
There's lots. Nothing really coming to mind. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I find it's usually inspirational or it's funny.
Yeah.
I think people like to laugh, and I think that's a big thing that I feel like us as or business owners in general. We're speaking to ourselves as well. Sometimes we can be so focused on, selling our product or providing value that we forget to add some humor into our content.
Yes.
Especially for our generation, they love that. So, leveraging humor is a big thing in content. But I think a big takeaway is asking your audience to share your video or share your content. So whenever you create that piece of content, just ask them, please share with 3 of your friends, share on your Instagram stories or on your LinkedIn. LinkedIn makes it super easy to repost. Like, please repost this video.
Yeah, and they're as well also really good in the business space for actually having the links in there. So for obviously Instagram, you can't put that link in the actual text. You can in the story, right? And only one link limited, and then obviously in your profile URL. But with regards to getting it out there and resharing it, there's some platforms that'll really push it far and wide. Yeah, without any ad money, right?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And I believe you got to test before you put all your money into ads, because sometimes it might not work. So I find creating organic content, and organic means a free content where you're just putting it out there without any money. Start with that first, see what works, and then put some money towards the ads. But last trending or social media trend.
Is this best for last?
Best for last. Save the best for last.
It might be. There's some other ones.
We need to insert a drum or something in these. I think that'd be kind of funny.
How ironic, the drummer doesn't have a drum.
I know. Where's your drum? Come on. Just give them a show.
We don't have a drum set here in the house. It's at the studio.
Thank goodness.
I got to cross cities to go to my drum set. What's going on? I'm
just kidding. I think there's got to be someone that can invent a mini drum kit that can just be put in a small corner.
Oh, those exist.
They do?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know these things. I don't know. I'm a musician too, but I mean, there's so much to know about music and all this stuff. And we'll do more episodes about our background with music, but
maybe I'll throw something in, like see, how was that? You didn't hear it. I could hear it in my head, and you'll hear it in the edited version. I digress. Go ahead.
All right. The last trend that you should look out for in 2024 is that photo content is becoming more trendy. Because
totally agree.
And you might think, no, duh, like obviously photo content is trendy, but no, actually, when you think about it, the past 2 or 3 years, short form videos have literally gone to the roof.
Mm-hmm.
They've gone to the roof, and photo content was kind of put to the sidelines. I think we saw this as a huge thing. But the problem with this is that because so many people are posting short form video, it means it's more saturated, right? So now more people are actually posting photos, and I'm sure you actually seen it on Instagram where people are posting like multiple photos, like a carousel.
Yeah,
that's what a carousel is, where it's like like a photo dump. Like, here's a photo dump of my weekend type of thing, and we're gonna see that more and more. So, and Instagram especially has said they're gonna push out photo content even more, and I've actually seen it on LinkedIn too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, more people are posting just like a photo of themselves out and about, and it's like more raw and authentic. It's less curated.
Yeah, and it's actually difficult on some platforms like LinkedIn.
It is.
To have a nice carousel where you can flip the pages. If you just upload the images into LinkedIn, it kind of makes like a nice little collage. But sometimes you just want the picture and then just to scroll through, right? If you want to learn how to do that, book a strategy call with us and we'll certainly share you how.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Because there's so much to know about these platforms. So, so I guess what can our audience do to implement this? What could be something that they could do?
Well, with regards to everything that we talked about, I mean, there's really 5 big trends, right? Social media platforms are becoming better search engines, right? So getting your content out there, right? Titling it strategically, right? Think about that, right?
Yeah.
If you have any more questions, connect with us.
Yeah.
Number 2, longer videos becoming trendy again. Create that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Reshare that stuff if it's long form. That's going to be big. Short form certainly still going to be good, but long form coming back. Number 3, engagement is moving from comments to DMs, right? So if you want to, I've been a salesperson and a business development person for quite a long time. You need that art of communication.
You do.
That's DMs, not just comments. It's DMs directly to them.
Yeah.
Right.
Because that's the only way you can send links. Because I don't know if you know this, but or I know you know this, but on Instagram comments you can't add a link, so that's why DMs. You gotta start utilizing your DMs.
Huge.
Use links.
Huge.
Yeah.
Number 4, we talked about sharing will matter more than likes, comments, or followers.
Yeah.
Share that stuff. Share your own stuff. Share your stuff if it's on your business page, on your personal page, right? Yeah. Don't get caught up in, I don't want people to see my business page and then, it's me who actually put it up, right? Well, no, it's your business, right? Don't be afraid of that, right? Share that stuff.
Absolutely.
Right?
Preach it.
Number 5, the last one that you just touched on, photo content is becoming more trendy, right? Yeah, have recap videos of your weekend, right? Just you're a thought leader, right? You need to get that stuff out there. So just keep going. Keep doing it.
Absolutely. And when it comes to photo content, like the first photo is key, especially on Instagram. Really hook them in. What's going to make them want to stay and swipe through your photos? Yeah. Right? It's that hook, right? It's the first line of your caption is huge and making your photo interesting for them to want to swipe. So that's a huge thing.
But what you should do, you have one chance of a first impression, right? That first handshake, that hug, that comment, the eyes, right? Just be a warm person. And that's kind of the same thing for social media, right? You do have one chance of first impression, like the title, like what Brooke said. So yeah, just incorporate all the things and watch back into this podcast. If you need any recaps, connect with us for a strategy call. There's a lot of ways we can get you guys popping off on social. Absolutely. Yeah. I just think these tips and these trends are going to be super beneficial for you to know going forward. And we're definitely going to want to implement these trends in 2024. We're really looking forward to that. And anything else you want to add? Well, no, I'm actually at the end of my coffee, so I can't really talk anymore. You drink coffee way too fast and eat way too fast. He eats way faster than me. It's turning into a problem. Which you'll see soon. I have a nice little amount of real estate right here. I might move my coffee over here. And then this is where the plate's going to be, whatever that'll be. We'll just have a big bowl of spaghetti and eat it. Yeah, spaghetti. It's not a bad idea. At 9 a.m. in the morning. I'm just kidding. Oh, that's good. Awesome. Well, we've come to the end of our episode here. Thank you so much for listening to our podcast. Please share the show with 3 of your friends. Share on Instagram, post us or tag us on Instagram stories. We would really appreciate it. And please message us what types of podcast episodes you want us to do going forward. We can't wait to hear your feedback. Absolutely. Until next time. See ya. See you.